Hi everybody. One of the reports that I had recommended that you look at for your current students is the pivot chart. So the first step is to go to Data Director, log in as usual, and I have a unique login here. I still can see my old school, so let me get into Iron Horse Middle. And you're going to go to the reports, the pre-built report section, and we're looking for the pivot table report. There it is. Click on that, and it will take you to a screen that looks like this. You're going to select our current 2011-2012 student population so that you can see your current students. Teacher name, I'm just going to, for the sake of this demonstration, choose all teachers. I do not believe you will have this option. You just get to see your students, but I'm going to select all students here. Okay, now the pivot table report has a few more options that you will have to define in order to get the report that you're looking for. So pivot report compares 2 years worth of data. So we're going to have to define the two data sets. So for the first year, I would recommend 2010-2011. That's the most current STAR test that students just took. And choose the subject. Let's choose, doesn't matter, but for the sake of this demo, let's choose English language arts. You can choose mathematics just the same. You're not going to get a pivot table for science because students do not take the STAR Science 2 consecutive years. So English language arts, and then under choose option, now I'm going to choose the 2010-11 CST ELA. I guess you could do it for the CMA if you know that you have students who took the CMA 2 consecutive years. Okay, so that's the first data set. The second data set, I'm going to compare last year's performance to the year prior, so 2009 to 2010. Same information here since I want to see the progression of the students in the English language arts 2010-2011 CST ELA. Oops. Okay, I'm going to leave it as a linear report type and I'll click submit. And here we have our pivot table report. Okay, and again, this is the data for all of our Iron Horse students, since remember I selected all teachers. You are not going to have as large of a data sample, but just to give you an idea of how a quick idea of how to read this data. Okay, these two tables essentially have the same information. The top table is more numerical, and as you can see in the bottom table is more graphical. So um, this axis right here is the 2011 data compared to the x-axis here is 2010. So let's see. If you look here, we have two students here that scored in 2011 a 5, and a 5 is the equivalent to advanced. And back in 2010 they scored a 3. So these two students had a very significant jump. And to find out who the two students are, you can, it's a little bit hard to click just right. Let me go up here actually to the top table, same information. Click on that, it'll show who those two students are. So these students took a very significant jump. Good for them. Okay, I'd be more than happy to help you read your pivot chart. Um, Again, pivot chart is real useful to show either the progression or the regression of students from one year to the next.